In the beginning, in the beautiful city of Biu, Cameroon, two young women, Adele and Mirelle, had been best friends since their secondary school days. They shared everything: clothes, secret dreams, and even their deepest fears. By the time they entered the university, they believed nothing could ever separate them. Adele was gentle and hardworking, while Muriel was beautiful, confident, and ambitious. They often told each other our friendship would last forever. But sometimes, the person standing closest to you is the one whose heart you know the least. Everything changed when a handsome young lecturer named Dr. Emmanuel began teaching at their university. He was intelligent, respectful, and admired by many female students. But his heart was down to Adele. One afternoon, Emmanuel finally confessed his feeling to her. Adele, I know you are my student, but I respect that. But I cannot hide my feeling anymore. I love you now. Adele was shocked, but she loved him. Their relationship soon became serious. Mireille pretended to be happy for her best friend, but deep inside, jealousy began to consume her. Why should Adele have everything? She asked herself bitterly. She has always been the lucky one. Now she has Emmanuel too. I will take him from her. At first, Mireille's actions were small. She began visiting Emmanuel's office whenever Adele was not around. She sent him flattering messages and constantly told him how much she admired him. When Adele confronted her, Mireille laughed. Are you seriously jealous of me now? I'm your best friend now. Adele believed her, but that was her biggest mistake. Mireille became more determined. She lied to Emmanuel, telling him that Adele was secretly seeing another man. She even created fake messages and images to make him believe the lie. For the first time, Emmanuel and Adele began fighting. Why don't you trust me now? Adele cried. Because I keep hearing things about you, Emmanuel shouted. Their relationship was slowly falling apart, exactly as Mireille had planned. Then one rainy evening, Mireille made her most dangerous move. She seduced Emmanuel, and before long, she discovered that she was pregnant. When the news reached Adele, her world collapsed. She felt betrayed by the two people she loved most. But instead of leaving Emmanuel, immediately Adele chose to stay. I don't know what happened between you and Mireille now, she told him through tears. But I know the man I fell in love with. I will stand beside you, but I will never forget this pain. Emmanuel begged her for forgiveness. Meanwhile, Mireille's pregnancy brought even more trouble. She became desperate to make Emmanuel marry her, but Emmanuel refused. I will take responsibility for my child now, he said, but I cannot marry you now. My heart belongs to Adele now. Mireille became furious. One afternoon, she confronted Adele outside the university gate. You are the reason Emmanuel doesn't love me, she screamed. No, Mireille, Adele replied calmly. Your own choices brought you here. Mireille grabbed her friend in anger, and a violent struggle began. Students rushed towards them and separated the two women. That night, Adele finally discovered the truth. She found messages between Mireille and Emmanuel that revealed everything. Mireille had deliberately lied about her, manipulating Emmanuel, and planned to destroy their relationship. Adele stared at the message with tears streaming down her face. So all these years, I thought I knew my best friend now, she whispered. But I never knew her heart. Mireille eventually gave birth, but sadly, she developed severe complications during childbirth. Despite the doctor's effort, she died after delivering her baby. The news devastated everyone. Adele stood outside the hospital room looking at the newborn child. For a moment, anger filled her heart. Then she remembered the girl who had once shared her uniform with her food, her dream, and her secrets. She cried, "Miriam, why did you allow jealousy to destroy you now?" Emmanuel fell to his knees before Adele. "Please forgive me. I was foolish. I allowed lies to destroy my judgment. I love you. Please marry me now, Adele." Adele looked at him for a long time. "Emmanuel, I forgive you now," she said softly. "But forgiveness does not mean I must return to the life that broke me now." She walked away. She left Beulah with her heart wounded, but her dignity intact. She continued her education and eventually built a successful life for herself. Emmanuel remained behind, raising the child born from a relationship that had destroyed 3 lives. Years later, people who knew the story still spoke about Adele and Muriel, and the greatest lesson was never forgotten. If you have watched to this extent, then you know that sometimes the person you call your best friend may know your heart better than anyone, but that does not mean you know theirs. Never allow envy to turn friendship into a battlefield. What belongs to another person will never bring you lasting happiness when you steal it through betrayal. If you have watched to this point, please, I would like you to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.